What's the big old deal? It's your boy Cuddy No Cap. This is the Unk Talk podcast. Let me get my guys up in here real quick, man. Get this motherfucking link around. Make sure y'all want to come up on the stage and share your point of view. It's always there, man. But yeah, give me a second, man. Let me get my guys up in here real quick. Yeah, no, Dan Chano. Let's get it going real quick. Hold on. Y'all just hold on a second. Give me a second. You heard? But it's all good. All right. So we back and we black. Sorry about that, but yeah, I had to go ahead and share that around. We got a nice little show today, man. Couple more serious things to talk about, but of course, we're gonna have some fun. It's craziness. But yeah, so y'all waiting for my guys to get up in here. They should be tapping in soon. Put in the chat or put down in the comment what you think we should talk about other than what I got down. It's always good to hear what y'all want to hear. Once again, this is the Unk Talk podcast where, we are basically grown men who talk about grown men shit. Basically, that's what it is. But yeah, grown men who speak grown truths, with love, laugh, and lessons. You did. What's the deal? You can't fit them?
That's what they are.
What?
They're juniors.
I don't know about all that. I got the 13.5. So, all right. But yeah, man. So, I want to say this too. We are embracing the fact that we are now unks. We used to call niggas Snoop. We was the first ones to call Snoop Unk. You know what I mean? That's my generation. So, yeah, man, we are embracing the Unk in us. Especially, we've been schooled by the OGs. We listened, took lessons. Bumped our heads, found out most of the lessons were true. So we're just trying to pass them down to you. But let's see. Got anybody in the comments? Let me see. I didn't even do an Instagram. I should have live on Instagram too, but I didn't. So, but yeah. What's the deal, Millie Zaza? Hold on, let me put you up on the stage. Let me get it different. Okay. Let me get Ron on the stage. Let's get into a 4-box. Let's go to the small boxes first. My guys.
What's good?
What's the deal?
Running Ron.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Yona.
No.
I changed my setup just a little.
I see you. Yeah. You every week you're gonna be in a different part of the room.
Can I flip my camera? No, not really. Like this would. I just made a little.
How do you get a full box?
Sectional. You feel
Pause.
Me?
Sideways. Have your phone sideways. It gives you the full box.
It's not letting me do that. When I turn it sideways, the whole app is going on sideways.
I'm on the iPad.
So turn it sideways. It does what? Yeah. There you go.
The whole app is like.
Oh, because you're on the phone.
Yeah, but even on the, I mean, but we see. But you mean you can't see us now? Is what you're saying? Because we see you perfectly fine. You're filling up the whole screen.
Yeah, but my thing ain't filling up the whole screen for some reason.
Let me go back as far as I can
It still
possibly.
got the.
Yeah.
It still got the border of the.
I just hate that you can see my bed.
See, this is why. It's how you know this is the Talk podcast. Niggas having technical difficulties.
Super
We not
technical.
having we not having no technical difficulties. I can hear y'all niggas. Can y'all hear me?
For sure.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, well yeah, we're not having no technical difficulties.
I mean, you know,
Where's our other host?
Joey is driving. He said he might pop in.
He
He said
might pop in. This
he can't. He's not on camera. He don't
does
know,
it
man.
does
He
he
don't.
know?
No, listen. He don't know that the viewers that have viewed, they like, man, just do it without him. He's always late. He's always
I,
not
I was
there.
gonna say, bro, like we just might as well take this Cam. We're gonna put your little character up, bro, because he
Oh
don't.
man, I getting
But
bumped up.
honestly, I mean, I will say this, just in his defense, on Thursdays he's driving back home from Vegas. So when we be
Every
catching,
Thursday.
yeah, for the last 3 Thursdays, that's what it's been. That's why he's
That's
always in the car. That's why he's in the car when we call.
that's terrible.
That's why you
Yeah.
should just get the little
No, he
clip.
was asleep. He was asleep the last time. That was Cat. He said it. He said
Oh,
he was
you're
asleep.
right. You're right. You're right. You're
He
right.
said he was asleep the last time, so I don't want to hear that shit. You feel me? Yeah.
Oh shit, man. We gonna get into it, man. Uh, where I want to start, man. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in the world right now. Did y'all end up hearing about what they said about Trump and the
What?
HBCUs? Anybody see that?
About
Nah,
what?
they talk about.
Hold on. Let me.
Can you put it on the screen?
Can I put
Are
it
we
on
gonna have a
the?
sports talk at any moment?
Huh?
Are we gonna have any sports talk at any moment?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Why not? Hell yeah, goddamn.
Well, the
Why
game
not,
just.
boy?
I think the game just started actually.
No, the
Which
game.
game?
It's the second game is about to come on, or second or third game is gonna come on. But we in the middle of this draft though.
Yeah, the third. Oh shit, the draft is right now. So, but I
First
thought the
round.
game was on 7:30 though.
No, it's been games on for a minute though. I ain't gonna say it's 7:30. I think the Knicks. Did the Knicks? All right, we'll have a session.
I
We'll
just
figure
want to
that
see
out.
the Laker game. So no, you know what? Laker game tomorrow.
Yeah, like again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they just whooped some ass, so they don't need to relax a little bit.
Right, calm that shit down.
Yeah, because they just got their ass whooped already.
Yeah,
I'm
nah, I'm
looking for
just
this damn
watching.
thing, but basically, I don't want to misquote it. That's what I'm looking for. But basically, what they said was Trump is basically helping or bringing back bringing back. Let me say. Hold on. I don't want to misquote it. This is very serious. This is very serious. And it's crazy because a lot of people, depending on how you view Trump and if you actually pay attention, some people like him, some people don't. But he is getting rid of a lot of the government agencies that never served our community. Um, you know, like the education system. And he's not getting rid of it, but he's bringing a different order to it. You know what I mean? So, what happened to Millie Zaza?
Maybe Zaza
We had
he
lost
came
you, my
back.
boy.
Yeah, I got cut off. So then they kicked me into backstage. But I heard what you was talking about.
Oh, okay. I can't even find it. Don't you hate when you? I think I liked it though.
Bookmark some shit and then it don't even be there.
Yeah, like I thought I had put it where I wanted it to be, but it is not there. But I think it is still not here. So anyway, he was basically saying how he was going to bring back um just heighten the institution for HBCUs, and basically he was basically sponsoring HBCUs.
Sponsoring them?
I mean, that's why I wanted to get the right quote. Not
Right.
sponsoring them, but he was actually promoting HBCUs and how he's going to assist them with whatever they need for the most part.
Wow. Definitely
Yeah,
need to find that.
yeah. I was looking for it. I didn't find it, but I'm pretty sure it hit your timeline because it
Okay.
definitely hit mine. Um, but I kind of wanted to get to some more serious issues or discussion this week opposed to last week. You know, we're gonna have fun, but we also want to make sure we're talking about some shit that matters, not just how we all had to run from the Crips. Um,
Should I
but
put my weed out since no, since it's so serious?
oh no, we smoking now. No, you already know we definitely smoking. I just ain't got mine out yet, but I'm about to.
I I ain't smoking never.
But I want to talk about kind of what black men want but rarely say. You know what I mean? Sometimes what we think but we never say. Um, I think a lot of the times we don't because shit, we're used to being a man, and men are raised not to complain. Men are
That's true.
raised men are raised not to cry or complain or to whine about what's not going wrong or what's not going in their favor. You know what I mean? So, um, tell me this: what do you wish women understood about the pressures of being a provider?
Hmm.
Um,
Shit, well, shit. Y'all
period.
older than me, so y'all got kids. Maybe y'all should take the lead on this one.
I mean, nigga, you a single man. In order to not be single, you have to think about being a provider.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, I'm gonna just say that women come to you with their problems like you don't have problems, and I wish they understood that we fight the same problems that they fight too. Like sometimes I'm broke, but if they come crying to you broke, they expect you to help them with their brokenness. But they don't expect you to be broke at all, or not have an issue where you not in the same position as them.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
well,
right.
that's kind of what makes you the provider.
And that makes you
Yeah,
the man.
but what happens? Yeah, but what happens when the man, he doing his best and he still can't? He's still not successful at it.
They don't
Does
they
that
don't give
even
a
get?
fuck.
That nigga
Does
becomes
that?
a homosexual.
Think no.
Yeah, but is he recognized for actually doing something positive and actually trying, but it just
That's
wasn't
what you're
enough, or
supposed
he
to do.
just? But or is
I
he?
mean,
Is he? Is he?
I will say this. I will say a good woman knows to affirm her man. To if he's not doing good at the moment, to get him to do good means you should kind of like get into his psyche and kind of like encourage the man, not tear
I'm.
the man down.
I mean, at this point, I think it's an
Shout out to
age
El
thing.
Cheapo.
I think it's an age thing, right? So women get to a certain age and they're doing exactly what Cuddy's saying, supporting you, being your cheerleader, this, that, and the other. Then they go through a bunch of adult bad situations, and then they settle with somebody, and then that dude is nothing, basically.
I mean, true. I mean, but when it comes to the provider part, like I get what you're saying, Ron, but you got to think of it like this: when you growing up and you raised by your parent, right? Do you,
Uh,
as a kid, you don't care why they don't have no money. You just sad because you can't get what you want, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So it's kind of the same thing because your parents are your provider. If you look at somebody as a provider, then you expect them to have, or you
yeah. But
expect them to think, or you expect them to figure out a way to get what what
see
what
that
what you need if they don't have it.
Right.
that's why I'm more in agreement to what y'all was saying. That is, I would wish we would get the motivation
Yeah.
over um the ridicule and the belittlement of of an individual. Because at the end of the day, if a nigga care, if a man really care, it hurt that he can't provide. So
Yeah,
Facts.
that's fact.
Facts.
it's like
Facts.
it's kind of like you getting beat up twice. You getting beat up by the world because you can't do it. And when you go home, you get beat up by your woman because you didn't do it. So it's just like at some point, where do we get a retrieval? Like, where do we get that a breath of fresh air for a second to breathe and to be able to reset?
You just got to
Facts.
find the
Is there
right
is there
person. I mean,
is
you
Yeah.
know,
is there a place for that?
Facts. No. I mean, I agree. Like there are women who know how to deal with that, who know how to grow with you. Some I will say this: a lot of women want a finished product already, but don't understand that when a man is already finished, like he's already accomplished everything, and he knows that you're there based off the fact that he's already shot in the gym and won the championship. Then
He, I was,
that's when you kind of got to deal with whatever he does. He doesn't
yeah.
he doesn't usually respect you the way that respect the woman the way that she wants
She
to be
should be
respected.
respected. No,
I
no,
don't know
no,
how
Correct.
not
she
how.
wants to
No,
be.
no, no. How she should. No, no, no. How she should, because we're just gonna keep it a being as real men in this conversation. We know how to respect women regardless of how they act in or how they came here, right?
Right.
Because we know how
Well,
we know how we want our wives to be treated, how we want our mothers to be treated, and how we want our daughters to be treated. So at the end of the day, having the money and the access just makes us more of an asshole when it comes to that. We know how
no,
she's supposed to be treated.
but you got to understand why though. The reason
No, no,
why it makes yeah,
I
I mean,
understand
but
the
I'm saying the
why.
reason why it makes you more asshole is because before you had all this, these bitches was not fucking with you.
At
Nah,
all.
see,
It was
we look,
clowning you, not fucking with
yeah,
you.
but see,
Then now you got to this certain point in your life, and now all the bitches is like, and you know they're only there because
Only there because of the
you
money and the
have
fame.
the
Yeah.
money.
yeah, but we buying into the bullshit of even entertaining those even types, knowing who they are. Like
No,
we
but
knew she was
that's 90% of women.
true.
Because look,
That,
the
that,
more fame and the
that,
more money you have, the more women that you were afforded. So there's more options right there for you, right? So the chick that you would look at and will walk right by you, now all of a sudden you're accessible to her because
Yeah.
of what you have. So at that particular point, then you don't really care too much. Like Cuddy was saying, like once you have
I mean,
accomplished
you
all this stuff,
care, you
eh,
care, like you
most of those
care.
guys.
It's just
That's
it's
why
like
you
you
have Anthony
care.
Edwards. You feel me?
No. It's like you care, but if you're out and you want to do something, you're not doing what you want to do because of the other person.
Because you don't care.
No, you do care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be with her. She would just be some bitch you fucking on.
Uh,
So obviously you care, but I'm pretty sure if you're in that position, you paying some bills, you actually taking care of her in some way, and you wouldn't do that to every girl. You do that to a girl that you actually care about. But that doesn't mean that when you're out, having fun, and you meet something else you like, you're gonna be like, well, I don't want her to feel no kind of way. You're not worried about her feelings like that.
right,
yeah, because you have access.
Well, no, it's because she didn't care about your feelings when you was broke.
But
right.
no, I get that. It's now that you have money. No, no, that's what I'm saying. The money gives you the access now to be like, yeah, I don't have to
No, I
just.
mean it's broke niggas
Well,
that
the,
do it
the
too.
money gives you the don't give a fuck. Like,
No. The money gives it to where she don't leave. See, the thing is, broke niggas do this too, but then usually the girl gets mad and she leaves or she cuts your shit up or whatever she do. Now
fact,
the rich
fact.
nigga, she gets mad and all that, but she don't try to leave though.
Because you realize what she leaving. Yeah,
She knows she ain't getting it again, most likely. But I will say this: what I do wish women understood about the pressures of being a provider is that kind of like what Ron said. Men, it hurts a man to his core when he knows he can't provide or he can't, you know, um, provide for his family, for his kids, or for his girl, or whatever it is.
Yeah,
They don't understand the hurt in that. I mean, and I know that they kind of understand to a certain degree because I'm pretty sure if you're a single mom, you kind of understand what it's like to not be able to. But the thing is, you get way more compassion as a mom.
yeah.
As
We
a,
don't
as,
get.
as a woman, when you don't have it, they go, "Well, you trying your hardest." But as a
right,
man, when you don't have it, they go, "Well, nigga, what the fuck ain't you doing?
right, right.
Like, what, nigga, you better get it together." Like, nigga,
Yeah,
they act like it ain't rocket science. That's what they tell you, some shit like
right.
that. Right?
Hmm.
But technically, it is rocket science.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
is
mean,
But a
rocket
lot of
science,
people
bro.
ain't been able to put it
unless
together.
somebody gave you a manual that they have already completed and know the outcome of it, and they gave it to you to do the same thing,
And
then it
guess and
technically
guess
is rocket
and
science.
guess and guess where we getting our manuals from?
You broke
TV,
up. What's
Guess
going
who
on?
we get?
You said what?
Guess who we getting our manuals from?
Oh,
TV.
I said, guess who we getting our manuals from?
yeah, I said who?
Women.
Well, I mean, usually if
I
you
said
raised by a
women.
woman, You must
Yeah,
got
so
a
you get
delay.
in a manual that's not really for me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Should I leave and come back?
That
I
nigga
don't think
said
so.
that.
Yeah, I would say this, especially in my generation, most of my homies I grew up with, we all grew up without no father there. So, but I wouldn't say I got the manual on how to be a man or how to provide from my mom. My mom made me a gentleman. You know,
Yeah.
I believe a woman can make a boy into a gentleman, and she can make him have attributes like the man that she would want for herself. That's what she can do,
Right.
right? But I think that it takes a man to show a boy how to be a man, or a boy to want to be a real man. So he just looks at real men and takes attributes from them, and then adopts them into his life. That's the only way to become a man. There's no way a woman's going to make a boy into a man, because she doesn't even know what it is to be a man.
Right.
She knows what she thinks a man is, but she doesn't know what it is to be a man.
So so technically, she hasn't taught us how to provide.
You said what?
So technically, she hasn't taught us how to provide.
She hasn't taught us?
No.
No, no. Your mom doesn't. Listen, most likely, if your mom was working class, she told you to get a job. That's not teaching you how to provide. That's teaching you how to, that's telling you to get a job. Because providing is not just getting a job. You know what I mean? It's a lot more than getting a job. It takes emotional intelligence. It takes wisdom. It takes getting counsel from your OGs that are smart and that have the wisdom. It takes a lot to actually provide for a family.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you know, but let me see.
I can't see the comments, so I can't even see the chat.
And this is, and I think today is going to be more for like the ladies to understand a little bit more about men, but not on the men versus women shit, but just on men talking about nigga us. What's something small that makes you feel seen?
What's something? What?
What's something small that makes you feel seen?
Acknowledgement.
I just was about the same thing. Acknowledgement. Yeah.
I mean, is that verbal? Is that on social media? Is that like what does
I
that
think
mean
it's
to you?
personal, like
It's
face to face acknowledgement.
or it could
So so
it could be just however y'all communicate. It could be like in person. It could be through a FaceTime. It could be through a text message. It could be all of those things. It just be the form of communication that y'all use. Me
okay.
personally. Because
So
if I do something nice for you, I mean I don't want you to in turn think that you got to do something nice for me. If you just say thank you, I appreciate that. You feel me, and it's coming from a sincere place. Then I don't need you to do nothing for me. You don't got to think about me the way I thought about you. I did something for you for a specific reason.
Right.
All I expected was acknowledgement that you understood the thought. That's it.
so now so you mean so for you it's acknowledgement.
It's acknowledgement. You don't
That
even got to return a favor.
acknowledgement about what you did, right?
Yeah.
So for me, what's up? What's that? Beans, what up? So for me, I would say it's acknowledgement as well, but it's more in the fact of um specifically telling me um what, like either how good of a job I did, or how much something that I did, or anything, something that you really appreciate. You know what I mean? It's when somebody
So
actually tells me like, "Hey, no, hey, when you did, I really appreciate that," because like sometimes you can do something for somebody and it be like life saving, or it be like, but they won't tell you like,
Mhm.
"Bro, nigga, you saved my life." They don't tell you that part. They just be like, "Oh, good looking," right? But like when people literally tell me, the truth, and they're like, "Hey, bro, you did X, Y, and Z. I know you didn't have to do that. I really appreciate you." I think stuff like that is what is small, but it makes me feel seen. Cause I do a lot for a lot of people.
so
Like,
that's called words of affirmation.
yeah, well, that's
So you like to be affirmed when people are and in the acknowledgement when
yeah,
things and when you do stuff.
yeah. I mean, cause other than that, I don't know. I don't. A lot of people take what you do for granted, just accept it and move on.
That's true.
So when somebody actually tells me, I kind of like Like I understand that they understand that. You know what I mean? Like you looked out or you did X, Y, and Z. So yeah,
Right.
that's how it is for me. What about you, Cam? What did you say it already?
Mine is this.
So you start talking, he was gone. I think it must be in the valley. Cam in the valley somewhere.
Yeah, he's somewhere in the valley.
Yeah, check it. Yeah, no.
Um,
I'm doing both things right now. I'm watching the draft.
Exactly what I read.
oh, okay.
Shit.
All right. So here we go. Here go another question, man. Another question for the joint. Let's get Cam back on here in a minute.
I got this tapped out.
Might come back. There we go. I don't see his picture though. All right, there you go.
My bad, y'all. That's the kid calling me, and I got to pick up the other kid.
Oh,
And all
hey,
kinds of stuff. But anyway,
that's how it is when you're an Let me put it in
man,
the
who you
box.
telling, man? They hit me all at the same time. You know what I mean? Crazy, right? But yeah, like I was saying before I gotta go, mine is words of affirmation. It is just getting that cheerleading and that support and those good words saying that I'm appreciated. That's
Yeah,
that's that's like 1,000% what it is for me all the time. And like I realized that, without having that sometimes, it's the difference between you staying in with something and you really being like, nah, I'm good. Like
yeah.
for real, for real. Like it's
It's
really that.
that's just like gas. That's like gas for your car or some shit. Look at
Give me
somebody
one
tell you some
second.
shit like that. That make that it help you like not feel like you had to go so hard. It feel like okay, it was all worth it.
Right.
You know. All right, I'm gonna switch over to my next segment, which is how black men think. Right.
Damn it, man. I gotta jump off real quick, buddy. I'll
Yeah,
be
for
back
sure,
in a few moments.
for sure, for sure.
All right, for sure.
And this nigga Ron, I don't know where this nigga Ron went. He jumped off too. But I'm gonna get back in. I'm gonna still get into it. What's something you believe about manhood at 25 that you now know isn't true? Mean Gene, what up, man? The link at the top, bro. If you want to hop in on the discussion and shit, tap the link. One thing that I thought at 25, I want to say at 25, I thought I was grown because I had already had my first child, and I had already been married by then. So I want to say even before I was 25, I thought I was grown because I was on my own and I was out, and I thought at that age that's when you have kids and but nigga, I should have waited though. I should have waited. So that's what I know now. I know now that 25 is still the time when you should just be outside and traveling and experiencing and just being ratchet, I think. But that's one thing. One of the other questions I had was what's one what's one life lesson? What's one lesson life had to beat into you before you finally got it? I don't think life had to beat too much of anything into me, man. I mean, I've always seek counsel with my OGs. I was raised in the church. Shout out to LA Church of Christ. They say it was a cult. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. But one thing I can say is, it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about how to deal with the world, how to deal with people, how to have compassion for people, how to have empathy for people. I will say that in that church, a lot of people were definitely living by the Bible and trying to make sure you live by the Bible. So I don't think nothing had to get beat into me. I think that one of the hardest lessons I had to learn was that, and I learned it early, was that life ain't fair, especially not for no black man. Don't expect shit from nobody. I don't give a fuck if it's your mama. I don't give a fuck if I don't care who it is. Don't expect nothing from nobody if you're a black man out here. Especially if you like brown skin. Maybe light skin niggas might get some shit or something. I don't know. I ain't light skin. I don't know how that shit works for y'all. But for niggas my color and darker, ain't nobody giving us shit. You know what I mean? We gonna have to either work hard for it or we gonna make the wrong decision and steal and rob for it or something. But ain't nobody giving us shit. And I think that, not that I thought people owed me anything, but I thought that because I was a good person, because because I was good to people and I treated people how I wanted to be treated. I thought that the universe would reciprocate that, but that's not how that works, right? You treat people how they treat you, right? You respect people until you see that they don't have the same respect, and then you don't respect them anymore. That's how life works, right? And some people do it a different way, but that's the way I do it. This nigga Ron's back, but yeah.
Quick
About to work
bathroom
right
break.
now. You said
I heard
what?
everything. Quick bathroom break.
Oh, this nigga had the boo boo. So
That's
I
the
don't know if you
that's
know,
the
but the question
that's
that
the
we on is the question that
I
we
heard
on.
everything. I heard
What's
everything.
one lesson life had to beat into you before you finally got it?
Don't give up. I had a point where I would easily give up if I failed, but that's actually the beauty in it. Failing is actually the best thing that can actually happen to you, because you can
Listen,
learn from you get to learn from your mistakes. You feel me?
you know what? It's crazy. I'm so like headstrong that when I fail, I don't even think I failed. I just look at it as just an obstacle, and I figure out a way over that. So I don't think I don't. I mean,
I would just easy. I would
I don't
easily
know.
move off. I would easily move off of things
Mm-hmm.
after I failed. Like, oh, I
It
tried,
didn't
I
work.
attempted, it didn't work. Okay, come on. Okay, well, at least you tried. At least you put the effort in. But that's just the point. Like, okay, you failed. Now you look at it. I take it as like this. When I was taking my driver's license test, right, especially the written, I failed it a couple times, and I get frustrated. But in the in the midst of the frustration, the answers to my problems is right there. Because guess what? I failed 3 times.
Right. So now you know which ones you got wrong.
I know what I got wrong. And if you look at it in life as if you look at it like that in life, it's like, okay, well, I failed at this one thing multiple times, but I can actually look at the things that I failed at, and if I can correct those things, I'll pass with flying colors.
Right.
I was right there the whole time. I was just off just a little bit, but I was shown what the reason why I was off. But
Right.
before I just let that shit go. I just move off, and then I had to stop thinking like that. That's one thing that life taught me as I got older. Like, hey, bro, it's still opportunity for you to get that. Even though
Right.
you failed and put it down, you can still pick that shit back up. And every time that I failed and picked the shit back up, I excelled way faster at that motherfucker. So
Yeah. I mean,
that's something.
for me, I think I might have a narcissistic trait because like when the shit don't work for me, I'm more like, okay, well, why isn't it working? Okay, so now I know it's not working. Let me try it this way now. And then that don't work. I'm like, okay, well, so why didn't this work? Because I believe that I can do anything, right? So if
Mhm.
it's not working, that means either I'm not doing it right, and if I continue to go at it, I'm going to get it right, right? But if for some reason I can't get it, I also know that everybody I feel like I can do everything, but I still also know that if I can't do it, maybe it's just not for me, right? And since I went through all this due diligence of having an obstacle, figuring out the problem, going after it again, and I went like all the way over it so many times, I just go, hey, maybe it's not for me. Or maybe it's impossible. And if I see another nigga that do it and I can't do it, I go, well, maybe he's super nigga. I don't know. Fuck.
Anything, anything is possible. And I think the more that we do things that we don't want to do and excel at them, the better we're gonna get overall at everything.
Hmm.
Being able
Shout out to
to
Lady
act,
Ocho. Shout out to Lady
be,
Ocho. She asked, what was a household rule you thought everyone had until you grew up?
I,
uh,
I don't know. I
I
don't
want
know.
to say,
Cause
I thought a household rule was when you walk into a room and people are in it, you have
you
to
speak.
speak.
Yes.
I thought that, but I've been to plenty houses where niggas just get up and just walk around. I had one nigga tell me, "Hey, my nigga, it's too early to be saying good morning and shit." Like,
I mean, but how early is them niggas coming to your house? Like with your
no,
mama
I
there
might like let's say I spent time at the
in
homie's
life?
house back in the day. Like I'm talking about, I was like, let's say when I was playing football, and maybe one of the moms took us home, and we had pizza after football, and we all spent the night at the homie house or whatever. When I get up, because that's what I was taught, you speak. I'm waking up going, hey, good morning, good morning. They like, bro, it's too early for all that. Like, it's too like, just don't talk right now. We just got up. Okay, my bad. Thought that's what you're
Yeah,
supposed to do, fam.
yeah. Nah, I was I was told to speak, especially when you enter a room. Um, that's a good one. I don't. Let
Listen.
me see.
Okay, so here's a good question, right? Well, I guess it's different for you because you're not actually like married or in a relationship like that. I mean, you are in a relationship, but it's not like they don't live together, split bills together, and shit like that. Um,
Correct.
I was gonna say, um, at the age you are at now, are you still chasing legacy or have your priorities taken over? Because that happens. Like, some people think about their
My
legacy.
priorities,
This,
my priorities definitely have taken over. But
yeah.
you know how me and you do. Like priorities and legacy is like they kind of in the same boat. Like
Well,
you
for
feel me?
me, legacy is my priority. See, the thing is, this is how I look at it, right? It's like you cannot buy somebody something, or your family cannot have something right now, right? And then right now it's over, right? But if in this lifetime, not if, when in this lifetime I create enough wealth for my family for the next 6 to 10 generations, this is something that they'll always have. So I feel like the sacrifice to do that is worth it. And even if I don't get to 10 generations, maybe I get to 3. Maybe I get to 2. All I know is it's better than what I was given. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Because
It's better than what I was left, right? So
I'll at least be able to pass something down to somebody that
I'm for sure.
that comes from that comes from the same DNA structure as me. Because you know what I'm saying, my mama can leave me something, but my mama don't share the same last name as me. You feel me? That's the
Right,
difference
right.
between the male and the female. Unless your
Yeah.
mama give you her last name, technically it's like okay, well, yeah,
Well,
like
the good thing about a woman and being a woman is they. And this is why they're supposed to choose wisely. Is because they get to be the queen of someone else's legacy.
right.
Like a woman in her full femininity, nigga, a man is about to try to go out here and make enough money for 6 generations, but these are 6 generations of kids that you brought into the world.
hmm
You know
I
what I'm
mean that
saying?
we brought
Well,
into this
we
world.
did. We brought them into no,
Yeah.
she brought them in, but they're
She
our
brought him
children.
in.
We don't bring
Yes,
children into the world.
we're
We
just
bring children. Look, we bring children into them.
yes, and we're in agreement with them so that they can decide to have these things. You know,
And
sometimes
for
they have
those,
them without your agreement, but majority of the time, it should be the you know
well, and for those who don't know the slang term for that, it's called baby gravy.
yes the baby grandma, which I don't use.
You know, I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
that.
just
I don't
that
know what that means.
it goes into a towel.
All right, so um,
It's wasted.
I know this is a serious talk today, but the hell was that? What are the silent battles men fight as black men that no one checks in on? Silent battles. I want to say one of the silent battles is just being black. Like women deal with being black, right? You know what I'm saying? But I think that black men, like, we're supposed to provide. So women think like this, right? Think about how you feel when you're treated a certain way because you black, right? Um, but then think about if that was you and you're supposed to be the one providing for another adult human being and children. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's just a little bit more gut wrenching to deal
It,
with.
it's it's like when the woman that got the job, she got the better paying job, or the man can't find the job. You feel me? And it's like, goddamn, like I know what the play is. The play is to push us further down. You feel me? Because the less men out there, the easier we are to be controlled. You feel me? Because
Facts.
women are
Especially
easily led.
if you ain't got no money. That's for sure.
Right? Because look, women need to be led, right?
I mean,
If the if
I don't know if I don't know if they need to be led, but I would say a woman should want to be led by a smart man.
All right, so look, all they got to do is what they're already been doing is through it's a multitude of things. They already doing it to the black man already, like getting him out the way, right?
Well,
So
they
that
been got him
so,
out the way. They got him out the
right,
way
so
with what's that shit called? With the county.
with the county, right? So that another man can lead them.
Yeah, the white man.
Yeah, it's just
But
they're not replacing uh the male character for the leader spot. They're just replacing the color and the race of that male character for us,
well,
which makes
not really because they don't look at it like the white man. They look at it like money. Like I can get my own. See, it all started with women. Women wasn't able to work, right? So then the man was able to work back then, but then the man was working, but then this nigga also had another family across the way, right? So then it was easy for them to come in and say, well, listen, you don't got to deal with that. You don't, because I know you're dealing with that because he's providing for y'all. So what we'll do is we'll give you the money. We'll just give you money, take care of the kids and all that. He just can't be here.
yep.
She mad at him anyway. So yeah, like I watched the old clip. I think I got it somewhere. An old clip of a guy was doing I want to say it was like a focus group, and he had I want to say at least eight to 10 black women in a room that all had children, and they were all single mothers. And he asked them if you could if you could be with your child's father, would you be with him? And only one of them raised their hand and said yeah. And they were like, I mean, I don't. And first thing she said was, I mean, it's hard out here. I don't need to be worried about him and me and the baby. So shoot, I should just be worried about the baby. Like that was the thought process, and that was like the general thought process in that focus group. I think women have a sense of empowerment to not have to depend on the man, but I think that
No, that's just black women. That's not
no, I mean,
everybody,
well,
bro.
black women or whatever women want to be independent. I think it's a sense of empowerment because now they've taken control of everything, right? But I also think that with that empowerment comes masculinity, and then we're not attracted to masculine women, so then it's just more of a disconnect. You know what I mean? So I think that not that women should just depend on men. I think that they should make us feel like they depend on us, right? Like, don't actually depend on us, but make us feel like you do at least.
Or just let us handle the things that we should be dependent on, and don't take that away from us.
Just make us feel like you depend on us. Like I
No,
think
no,
that's the
no.
way. That's the
I
way
don't want the.
around it.
I don't want the. I don't want the feel. Just like
Yes, you do.
if you. No, I
Yes, you
don't.
do.
No. Look,
You
if
do.
I want both. I want the option of being able to do it and the feel.
No,
Like
well, listen,
if
listen. I think you're not understanding what I'm saying, right? If she makes the only way she can make you feel like she depends on you is by you doing things that she depends on, right? That's the only way that you would feel that way, right?
or she could do it and then make you think you know what I'm saying? Like pay
No,
the bills and be like,
but if she pays the bill, do you feel like she depended on you? No, you don't.
no.
That's what I'm saying. What are you talking about, Ron? The only way for you to feel like she depends on you is for her to allow you to do things that she depends on, right? So, and when I said by make you feel, meaning like that don't mean don't work at all, don't have no money to where you have to depend, because then now you're in a position where if the nigga's fucking around, he's fucking around, but you depend on him, right? Which is the problem. No, still do your own thing, as in still have a job, unless he's making enough money where you don't have to work, right? But if you don't have to work, figure out something you can do from home. If you don't want you to working, if you don't want you working, figure out something you can do from home to still make your own money.
Or
And
just
then, and
find
so then when you do depend on him and you allow him to feel like you depend on him because you allow him to do things that you depend on, if for some reason he can't do it, He like, babe, I got you. Remember that I was doing all that thing I was doing at home? I said I wanted to work. I could just take care of it. He's gonna be like, okay. It's just so easy, man. If the intention is to be together, I think that a lot of people's intention don't be together. I mean, don't be to be together. I think their intention be a selfish intention rather than if your intent is to be with somebody, then you're gonna figure out how to make it work. And when I say figure out how to make it work, that means you assess the situation. You know the gender roles, even if you don't think, even if you feel like you're a woman and you feel like I'm not about to be dependent on no man. Cool. Don't actually just depend on him, but make him feel like you do, especially if he wants to be a provider. You know what I mean? So that's just my take on that, man. It's like it's definitely all about feelings. If you feel like your woman don't depend on you, then you're not gonna feel like a provider. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, like shit. Provide what, nigga? She just be doing it on her own. She just be popping up with a new car and shit. Like, yeah, baby, look, I got this new S Class. Like, what the fuck?
You didn't.
You don't provide for her.
Yeah, but
If you provided for her, y'all would have had a discussion. She don't talk to you about her finances because you don't provide for her.
yeah,
But even if you don't fully provide for her, her talking to you about her finances and her discussing things with you make you feel like you do.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? It's like she came to you and said, hey, you know, I got X, Y, and Z, and I'm thinking about getting this car. What do you think? That makes you feel like, okay, we doing this together.
yes.
Even though she's paying for her own car, she's still
Even though
talking
she,
to me because
yeah,
he looks at me as a person that has either good advice or good insight, or just might be able to look at a situation different than her, and she values you know what I'm saying? She values the way you think. So, you know, that's all it is, man. I think the black family can work. I think they all just have to want to work.
yeah, and
What else we
and
got in here?
together, and together.
What else we got in here? Let's see. Lady Ocho. What
Ain't
did
nobody
love
in
look
it.
like in your
Ain't
head
nobody
as a
in the chat.
kid?
Oh,
She said, what did love look like in your head as a kid? Hmm,
shit. My mama, like doing
love
whatever
like,
she could for a nigga. I never seen like that love between a man and a woman. I never seen that growing up as
well,
a kid.
I never seen it in person, but everything I based life off of TV when I was young because I knew that my living situation wasn't normal. I knew that I wasn't supposed to be, you know, um, in the sixth grade taking care of another kid, which is my little brother, because my mom has to work two jobs. I know that me getting up in the third grade on my own at 6 in the morning to catch the bus, I don't know, at least 7 miles away from my house. I knew that wasn't normal. But the other kids wasn't saying, hey, yeah, man, I get up at 6 in the morning too. You know what I'm saying? So I based love and what it looked like off of what I seen on TV. Like, you know, if I watched a romantic comedy, the love part when they were in love before they got to like a problem or something, I viewed it like that. Hence the reason why I was always into light skinned girls because all the movies and TVs would always portray the light skinned girl as the good girl. But
Mm-hmm.
then, you know, I got older and realized that there's a whole lot of different shades of good women. You feel me? They everywhere.
We have
I got,
Family Matters. We
I
had
got,
Laura.
I got
She was
orange,
got a what?
orange. My shade of good woman is orange.
Orange.
She's
I,
she's.
I don't think
Yeah.
I got a shade of a good woman. Growing up,
Let's
my mom
see.
was kind of brown skinned, so if you would say that, then that's probably what I'm.
All right, so here we go. So let me see. Okay, what's a myth about black men that you're tired of hearing or seeing?
We ain't shit.
I mean, I'm not even
As
tired
all,
of that no more, only because
nah,
I
man,
know it's not true. I know too many good niggas. Like,
yeah, but
and I know a lot of people. So I know too many to know that's not even true. I tell
yeah,
girls
I
that all
just
the
get
time. I know too many good fathers to know that nigga black men ain't even deadbeats no more. Like most black men grew up out of father said, I'm gonna be a father.
yeah.
So damn. Let me see. What's a myth that I'm tired of hearing about black men? I'm tired of hearing that black men don't love black women. Um, I definitely know that we do. I definitely know that a lot of men show. I mean, because men now are more expressive. Uh, they speak their mind more. Because back in the day, you gotta think, nigga, the OGs they didn't talk that much to the women like that. Like as soon as the woman started going off, all the OGs I know used to walk away and leave. Like nigga, I'm not even about to talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, niggas want the woman to know because technically we used to kind of stuff our feelings. The OGs used to stuff their feelings, which ain't really good. That's why niggas was dying and shit of heart attacks and shit. So now men are expressive, and with them being expressive comes the truth. And sometimes it's not the truth. Sometimes some men are expressive and it comes out like they mama. Because that's the only way that's the only person they've ever seen express their feelings. So they express their feelings like their mama did, which makes him a bitch ass nigga. But not for real. Just like he don't know that he's responding like a bitch ass nigga. He don't know yet. He still has to, some men are still evolving emotionally to understand that, okay, the way I responded was like my mom. So that was like the female energy inside of me, right? Rather than the
Mm-hmm.
masculine energy inside of me needs to not be emotional when I say these things, right? Which means if I need to take a break from the conversation to get myself in a collective space and know what I want to say, that's what I need to do. But if I can express myself and not be emotional, then I calmly just speak how I feel without the emotion, because the emotion is what kind of makes you kind of like say things that you didn't mean to say, or say things the wrong way, or end up saying something because you're trying to hurt the person's feelings. That's all out of emotion. So yeah, I think that the main myth about black men that I'm tired of hearing and seeing is that black men don't love black women, because we do.
We
I know
do.
too many that do. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
man.
might cross over to some persuasion. We might want to see if the
Look. I
sideways
go,
joke.
I go. Look, I always go by this motto. Um, I love who love me. You feel me? And who
Yeah,
express their love towards me. Whether
yeah.
it's a black woman, whether it's a Asian woman, whether whoever it is, you feel me? I can't, you know what I'm saying? Um I really can't dictate who gives me that love and show me that love, because that's, you know what I'm saying? That's something that's beyond me, right? So at the end of the
Well,
day, if it's a black woman, then it's a black woman. But at the same time,
go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, a black woman, she they usually make you work for some love, nigga.
I
They
know.
ain't they ain't just walking around loving a nigga.
No, for sure, because they don't have to.
You gonna have to work for work for that shit.
They
Which
don't
I
have
mean,
to. Cause
but when you understand the black woman, when you understand what black women go through, you understand why you got to work a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it's important for us all to understand each other, because they got to understand that we're gonna work a little bit, but it's gonna be a little bit. You try to make us work too much, we've already worked too much for a
now,
black woman that didn't show appreciation. So we're not gonna
I'm
work too much.
I'm a different type of dude, so I'm gonna work hard for it. I just want to know that it's light at the end of the tunnel. If it's not, just let me
Well,
know now, because
listen, you
I'm a
still listen, but you know what though? You still like, you still going through your people, right?
What you mean?
You haven't found your person yet.
Right.
No,
You haven't.
yes, yes,
So what
yes.
that means is that's why you like right now. You like no. I mean, I'm gonna go hard. No, you're gonna learn that you show the effort, and if she doesn't see the effort and reciprocate, then you back up, because you're gonna find out. You're gonna find and after you go through your people, you're gonna find that I was the one. I was the one working, and then at the end, it was like, what the fuck? Like, so that's what it is. You're gonna see. You're gonna start seeing the, oh, this is happening. Okay, so let me dial back a little bit. It's gonna be a natural thing. I promise you. It's just life. Because guess what? For some reason, women don't like the nicest guy. And when you're
Nope.
working, what you're doing is you're showing her how much you can care for her and how nice you can be to her, right? But they don't like that.
They
They
don't
don't
want
even
that.
they don't even know that they don't like that because they do like it, but then
They've been
immediately,
conditioned to not like
yeah, then immediately they don't like it
it.
because they went outside and some nigga was like, he was too fresh and looked her off, and she was like attracted and don't know why she was attracted to this nigga, not even talking to her.
Look, so I figured out why
I,
women don't like nice guys,
I,
right?
I
So
can
the
do the same
reason
thing.
why women don't like nice guys is because, let's be honest, there are no frame of reference that they can compare somebody that's been nice to them like a father figure in their life. Probably 90% of the women that you know,
Is
right?
that why?
E- Even the ones that had dads that were in their life, the dads were controlling, demanding, and pretty much was like, no, you're gonna do what I'm gonna do. There, how many guys like when we were growing up that you saw a dad that was like loving, like, hey baby, you do this, you're beautiful, you should do, like, supportive. They were like, no, you can't see that dude, no, you can't do this, no,
Well,
you
because
can't do
because
that.
because fathers are structured. That's what we're supposed to be.
Right. So but you have to have a balance, right? So there's no compassion coming from the male side of it. You're
I think
getting it.
it is.
No, you're getting it from the mom. But then if the mom is trying to be too strong, also, then the woman looks at it and says, "I need a dude like my dad. My dad is strong. My dad is controlling. My dad is this, that, and the other." So they gravitate towards the
Mm.
bad guy.
I mean, I also think that you're going to be attracted to what you're used to, like you said. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like if you're used to a dad that's and not even controlling, a dad that's assertive, a dad that's because as a protector, you have to be controlling. If you're protecting
Nah,
something,
there's more than one way to be assertive.
no, I know, but to protect something, you're
Yeah.
going to be somewhat controlling.
Yeah.
Somebody that wants to run wild in the
Yeah.
field, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know that there's landmines in the field. You have to
Right.
control where they go and don't go, so they don't
No, you
step on the
just tell
landmine.
them. You just guide them.
That's called that's what they consider control, though, the guidance.
But it's the way that you do the guidance.
And you change the way your guidance is done based off of how perceptive they are to when you speak. If you can just guide regularly and they listen, then you will stay like that. But if you guide regularly and they go step on a landmine, the next time you guide, you're going to be a little bit more aggressive with the guiding,
Ain't
right?
gonna be no next time if they step
I
on the
mean,
goddamn.
we talk about we talk about hypothetical landmines, nigga.
Wait, I'm talking about hypothetical
Girl, Dad, what
landmines
up,
too.
though? Nah, we girl, Dad, we up in the panel. Hop up in here. The links somewhere. I'll post it again. But yeah, I mean, I'm saying hypothetical landmine.
Yeah.
You're gonna the way you guide the next time is gonna be a little bit more assertive. It's gonna be a little bit more because that's how it gets. That's how it gets. I believe that dads that care they start off trying to be just compassionate, but then they see that doesn't work. Just like nice guys don't work. You're saying it to me too nice. You're not being
Direct enough.
dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. You don't listen, I'm cutting you off.
Right.
Oh, oh, don't cut me off. Okay, I'm gonna listen. But then they listen and they flourish. And then at the end, you know, it's hugs
It's
and kisses.
crazy. It's like you got to be mean to people for people to really respect you, and for people really to, and it's almost like you have to rule from a fear perspective. And I'm just like, where, at what point did we start where it was you have to rule from a fear perspective, or you got to love from a fear perspective?
Um, I would say, I'm trying to think. How'd you start off what you just said?
I'm
The first.
saying, how did, like, at what point, right? Okay, so you got to think, right? We Africans in the savannah somewhere, right? And you already know that the leader of the tribe, he's like not having no bullshit, right? You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, my daughter's gonna be this, my daughter's gonna be that, right? And then we fast forward it to modern day or whatever like that. Do you think that really carried on from that? Do you think that we got it from our white predecessors from like the slavery times and stuff of that nature or whatever like that? Or, you know, because you got to think at some point we were broken down and made so that we couldn't love, you know what I mean? Right. And then we was like brought back together, and then it's like all of a sudden, like the women are like, they want that assertive, more than just assertiveness, bro. They want that hard, mean love, and that's the only thing that they understand. Like they don't understand a soft, like, you know, treat me, handle me nice type shit. You know what
I mean? But some do. The ones that had that kind of family, that had that kind of temperament, where their father told them something and they listened, then they're the ones who don't want the hard love, because that's not what they had to go through. Like you said, it's what you go through. If the girl was a girl that did listen and had to bump her head, then most likely her father had to be more assertive, more aggressive. Most likely that means her man is going to have to be more assertive, more aggressive, because she's not going to listen to a nigga that's not like that. And the crazy part is, a lot of men wasn't raised with their fathers to know that this is how you're supposed to be with a woman, but know how to do it. Because I think some men try to do it, but then those are the men who end up beating women, because they don't know when to dial back. Like, right. You know, they're trying to be assertive, but they're going overboard because they only know how to be assertive like their mother. So they have the testosterone mixed with the femininity, which is always a dangerous combination.
Right.
Yeah, that always leads to physical activity.
Think about this. Think about a strong ass woman, a woman stronger than a man. Right.
Right.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
With her emotions, how she reacts off of emotion, all that type of stuff. And is she stronger than men?
Because how
beat fuck up all the time.
Because how yeah.
Beat niggas
For when she beating up all bitches. She beating up every female.
Hey, I know a few of them growing up though. I knew a few of them growing up for sure.
They're just beating up their nigga?
Hell yeah, I know a few of them now that's beating up their nigga. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Random question. Here we go. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You're in a relationship. You're in a argument with your girl. While you arguing with her, she keeps picking up something like she's gonna hit you with it. Right? Of course you're gonna tell her, hey, don't do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But she continues to do it, right?
Yeah.
What do?
I'm leaving.
You just walking out?
I'm leaving.
What's she saying in front of the door and say, we're gonna talk about this?
I'm gonna try to get her away.
I'm gonna move her.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, moving her is not the option. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get her away from the door. And as soon as I get away from the door,
at that point, Ron, and if she is in front of the door with something trying to provoke you to do something, you don't have to hit her. You don't have to do nothing crazy. You just have to move her aside.
How do you move her aside when she doesn't want to be moved aside?
You go sit your ass back down.
Because as soon as you touch her, as soon as you touch her,
like
to her, that's a fight.
Yes.
You gotta box her out.
No. Yeah, to a certain degree.
Yeah, you got
to a certain degree.
Watch out. Yeah. Watch out. Keep your hands to yourself. Be like, watch out.
Hey,
watch out.
So why you do that? She just kick you in your balls.
At that point, you gotta leave. You gotta leave.
He playing too much.
The whole thing, he was trying to leave. That's why.
So go look. Listen.
I mean, you laying there on the ground, grabbing yourself, bro. You know what I mean? What you gonna do? It's what she does next.
Oh, y'all want to know my answer?
What?
Well, you didn't get. Let me get my answer.
Okay.
Oh, so go ahead, Ron.
She blocking the door. She being aggressive with something in her hand. I'm gonna just go sit down. She eventually gonna try to walk over there where the fuck I'm at.
No, she gonna throw it at you.
That's cool. I'm a duck. Now she gonna go make it in her hand.
Hopefully you duck fast enough.
She gonna throw it at you for sure.
I'm good.
Getting hit in the face with a baby toy.
Yeah, you like this.
What's a baby toy? As long as it's not a glass or nothing like that.
Nah, nigga, Fisher Price
Oh,
baby
bro,
toys
it's
is hard
whatever
as a
she
rock.
get. Yeah, whatever she can grab, bro.
Listen, Fisher Price baby toys is hard as a rock, man.
Hey, she might fuck
For
around and
sure.
run you over with a car, bro. You just never know.
So you gonna sit down, and then when she walk over there, you gonna do what?
I'm getting up and getting the fuck up out of there.
So what if she just sits? What if she just sits Indian style at the door?
Yeah.
She not.
Bro,
She
you
not.
okay? You gonna learn?
If she does,
So look, so
if she does, then I'm gonna be sitting on the couch, and she just gonna be sitting in front of the door.
hell no. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, right? So after I tell her, hey, don't do that, right? And she just keep like she's gonna hit me with some shit. I'm gonna back up from her, go in the bathroom, lock the door. I'm gonna call the police, send that bitch to jail. Swear to God.
That nigga say send her to jail. I didn't
Hey,
think
it
about that.
sounds good. It sounds good.
No, I'm sending that bitch to jail because she kidnapped me.
Oh, she won't let you leave.
Fuck, I'm trying to
Oh,
leave.
okay. I
And
got
you
you.
making me stay here under duress, threatening me, bitch. This is kidnapping.
Yes.
That's
And
hilarious.
if
So when she gets out of jail,
I'm just fuss. When she got to jail,
it's
I
a
got
restraining order.
Tried to kidnap
Yeah,
me.
restraining order. Yeah, she better not be 1,000 feet
Listen,
away.
yeah, all that,
one.
all what would they say? What in the Tyler Perry y'all talking about?
All right. See, I've been through it, but I was younger. I didn't call the police.
See,
I made a different decision.
Yeah, he probably sat down on the couch. Yeah,
No.
I
I told her, hey, I ain't your child. You raise something up at me again, I'm gonna slap the dog shit out of you.
I just grabbed her by her shoulders. Just like, look, woman.
I was 23, man. I was 23, and she was
I was
crazy.
22 too.
I was
I'm not
23.
touching her.
All right, I got a question for y'all. All right, look. When y'all was growing up, okay, have y'all ever hit or put your hands on a woman, no matter how young you might have been in your life?
Yeah, I was just talking about the time. The only time it's ever happened.
When
I ain't never had to.
Hold shit up like she's gonna hit me. We arguing, right? And after I told her 2 or 3 times to stop doing that, I said, "Hey, I'm not your motherfucking child. You hold something up at me again like you gonna hit me, I'm gonna slap the dog shit out of you." So she kept the yelling. I backed up. She yelling. She held that shit up again. I said, "Hey, I'm not gonna tell you again." And she looked at me and was like, And I was like, "Pow!"
And how old were you?
I was 22. Slapped the dog shit out of her. And guess what she did when I slapped her?
What? Started crying?
She said, "I thought you said you would never hit me."
Right, that part.
But guess what I said? I said that when we got married. We've been married for a year. 3 minutes ago, I said, I'm going to slap the dog shit out of you if you do that again. Why would you remember what happened a year ago, but not 3 minutes ago?
Selective memory.
Either way, I was wrong though. You know, I grew, and you know that was the female energy in me even responding to her.
Right.
This is what men have to learn when you don't have a father. You have to learn that's the bitch in you, my nigga. If you about to fight with your girl, you's a bitch.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
This is what it is. You don't know how to be a man, and
at all.
It ain't always walking away. It's having emotional intelligence to not even let it get to that point.
To escalate to that part.
As soon as she started talking, and I had to raise my voice. Right before I raised my voice, I should have said, "Hey, I don't want to talk about this." That's what a man does. He's not about to even raise his voice. He's not even about to get out into that emotional space to where something can happen like that. You feel me? So that's what I've learned, you know, since I was 22, you know, in my first marriage. You know, this is what happens when you're I would say a lover boy. You know, I was young. I got married at 22, 23. Yeah.
So I had 2 different incidents, right? One when I was in 4th grade.
So you hit bitches twice.
No.
You hit bitches twice.
When I was in 4th grade, my homeboy's girlfriend, she used to punk everybody. She was bigger than everybody.
Oh, you beat up Baby D.
Right. So we was in the lunch line trying to get some food, right? She snatched the last biscuit from me, right? And then I was like, "Man, you gonna just take the biscuit like that?" And she was just like, "Yeah, nigga, what you gonna do?" Now at 4th grade, a girl call you nigga, what you gonna do? I should have known right then, but I had no frame of reference.
Was she black?
Right? Yeah, she was black. So then the next thing she does is she puts her finger in my forehead. "Nigga, what you gonna do?" And I said, "Don't put your finger in my face." And then next thing, She tried to do it again. Next thing I know, I blacked out and she was laying on the ground. Goddamn it! And it was all bad. Her mom
I
tried to
don't
get me,
understand.
tried to get me, what do you call it, expelled from the school. The whole deal. I ran into her when we was grown ups years later in the Century City Mall. I said, "Hey, I'm such and such. We went to such and such school together." She looked at me like she had seen a ghost, my nigga, and just walked away. And the other time was I was in a real bad situation, like with my like real insecure relationship with one of my college girlfriends, and I didn't actually put my hands on her, but we was at a party, and I came out to the porch where everybody was smoking and shit like that, and I was like, "Did y'all see such and such?" And they was like, "Nah, we ain't seen her." And I'm like, "Are you sure? Because the apartment ain't that big, like." Right, so I'm walking around. Nobody's seeing it, right? So I go back out to the porch, right? And I turn on the light. And she's sitting there hiding a motherfucker. And I'm like, you didn't hear me fucking. So after that, nigga, they was calling me Ike.
Oh shit,
All her friends would call me Ike. Like,
that's crazy. Well, at least you didn't slap her,
yeah,
because your
yeah.
question was ever been physically
The first
physical.
one was, yeah,
Yeah. So you was in fourth
Now,
grade. You had to beat that baby D.
I've, I've
yeah,
I've never been
yeah.
physical.
Sure did.
I've
Cool
actually
ass
held
chick
my
too,
I've
man.
actually held
I
my
felt
own
bad
and let
afterwards.
my system shit slide too. I let some shit slide when I
But I
should
bet you she
actually.
never did that to nobody else again. I still apologize, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've been slapped by a female on some playful shit, but it wasn't playful. To me, it wasn't playful.
Hmm.
And my response was to slap this bitch, but I didn't.
Well, see, how old were you?
I was like 24.
Oh, he's a grown ass man. See,
Yeah,
I don't think at 24 I would have slapped her. At
I
22
wanted
though,
to. I wanted to. No, 24. It didn't matter because
Look, I felt
it
like
was
she
more
was.
the
I
pride.
felt like she was like nigga, you ain't gonna slap me, nigga.
Right, for real.
Because I said it twice. Like, hey, I'm gonna slap the dog shit out of you.
It wasn't a my shit wasn't a playful slap. I got slapped with like some like shaving cream or some shit like that.
No, I slapped the
Niggas
Shaving
shit.
thought it
cream.
was a niggas thought
The
yeah
fuck?
or some whatever some
You was
whipped
at a
cream or
sleepover or
something
something?
like that, nigga.
You said
No, I
what?
wasn't even asleep. I wasn't even
No, I said
asleep.
you was
It
at a
was on some
sleepover. You know
like
how niggas will be at the sleepover and them niggas
uh,
put the shaving cream on you,
nah
touch your
nah
nose and shit.
nah nah nah
Slapping the
nah.
shit out your ass.
I wasn't
Listen,
asleep.
I wasn't with
I
none of that
wasn't
shit.
s-
Like
I wasn't
the most
asleep.
you can do
I
is put some
wasn't
water on me or something. Don't
I
slap me in my sleep, nigga.
I,
Niggas was
I
farting
wasn't
on
out my
niggas'
mind.
faces and shit. This shit was weird, bro.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
niggas is doing some wild shit back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
back in the
I
Yeah.
day.
remember, I
Yeah.
remember, I remember the homie put his bare ass on on the homie face while he was asleep.
Nigga,
Oh shit.
the homie
I was
gave
like,
his little brother pink
I ain't
eye
never
because he
smiled
didn't know
there again.
if you farted on the nigga face, then nigga that shit will give you pink eye. Nigga
Listen,
sure had pink eye than a motherfucker.
the homie put his bare ass
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
on the homie
Like on his
face.
face and farted. Yeah.
I said I'm never coming over here again,
Facts.
ever.
Facts. Facts.
I didn't even go to
Facts.
sleep that night. I think I stayed up all night. Like I ain't going to sleep. This nigga put
Yeah,
his ass on my face. I'm gonna kill everybody in
Beat
here.
this, yeah, everybody.
I'm gonna
Beat
kill
everybody.
everybody. Everybody laughing. Everybody getting killed.
Everybody dying.
I'm going to kill everybody. Oh shit! All right, so hey,
Man,
so I ain't gonna lie. Are y'all niggas pulling up tonight?
where?
I,
The 92.3
I
birthday
didn't think
party.
so. I didn't think so since we was here.
So
Like, but
I was, and I know that you had told me about it, and then a couple of other people hit me today and invited me also. But I'm literally all my schedule got changed. I'm literally just picking motherfuckers up at 9 o'clock in LA, and I was supposed to be picking motherfuckers up at like 6 o'clock. So it's
Oh
like the thing's only from 9 to 12. So it's
yeah,
like
I'm about to
it's
leave
right now.
like in a minute. Yeah, I'm about
Yeah,
to leave. I'm about to get off of here in a second. You know.
go on,
where's
represent
it?
for Wizzle.
Where, yeah, where's
Well,
this? Where's this situation? Where's the situation at?
And it's on
I,
8th
I, I
Street.
believe I believe I texted you the flyer.
It's on Korea. I think it's Koreatown.
Let me see. Let me
It's
pull it
on
up on.
8th Street. I know that for sure.
Let's see if I can pull it up on here. Shall I?
Because I
Shall
was
we?
thinking about, because I'm out here, I just not dressed to go in nowhere.
Oh, well, you probably want to be Dressed to go in somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Let's see. Is it on here? I think it's on this thing.
yeah, it's something 8th Street.
I was looking
I
for the.
just didn't Google it to see what part of this 8th Street it was.
Okay. Is it here?
What does it say?
Hold on. Let me get the flyer real quick. Let's pull the goddamn flyer up, shall we? Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's put it on the screen. Shout out to 92.3.
Hey, weren't we supposed to have a fucking meeting at 4:30? What happened to that?
Damn. Show the fuck was.
Huh?
Show the fuck was. I know what happened. Shit, nigga. I was over here working and forgot, and ain't nobody called nobody. It happens, man. We gonna definitely get together
Tomorrow,
All right,
same time. I mean, I don't know how he's gonna jump on anyway with going prom dress shopping and shit like that, bro. Like he wouldn't have no focus.
Yeah, especially because nigga, that shit here.
I think Ronnie.
All right, so let's pull this down for a second. Let me pull y'all down real quick. What the hell? How the fuck do I? Oh, because it's a background joint, huh? Well, let me move myself too so y'all can see this shit. Well, that didn't work. So let me get back to this, okay? I think I put it in the wrong. Oh, I did. That's my fault, y'all. This shit is just different on the fucking iPad opposed to the laptop. I think I should just been on my laptop because I know how to work it better on there. But there is a part where I'm able to put content on here that's not at this bottom thing where it usually is. So maybe I can put it here where it's not a background. This says video clips, which is why I think that's incorrect. Well, let me try one more place to see if I can pull up the whole. Oh, this fucking sucks, yo. Is it here? No. Is it here? Oh, I think I might have found it, goddamn. Nope, didn't find it. So let me bring y'all niggas back.
Just send me a goddamn.
I know this kicked everybody out.
Nigga, just come get me.
No, I can just bring y'all down and put y'all back up and shit. Like I can mute y'all mic and all that good shit.
Nigga, just come get me.
Well, let me put my back on there. Well, anyway, I think it's in your text message. I thought I put y'all in a group text earlier, but
No, I'm saying, did you Google to see what part of the city it was in?
No, I think I did.
Because it's on 8th Street. I seen the flyer, but I don't know what part of 8th Street is, like Koreatown or if it's downtown.
Let's see. Wallan.
What line?
When I Googled it, it was, I can't say the address out loud. Oh, yes, I can. So 425 West 8th Street.
425 West 8th Street?
Yeah.
Let me see.
So that's like 8th and like 3rd or something? Going like western?
It's not far from our studio.
It's not?
No, it's on 8th and Olive.
Oh, yeah, I figured it was downtown.
And then we're on 11th and Wall, so ain't that far.
What venue is it? Is it a venue or is it like just a space?
I'm pretty sure if 92.3 The Real got it, I'm pretty sure it's a venue.
Not just a space, like a peer space.
Well, I mean, this is their 10th anniversary, so they might have just got to open like an open space and decorated and all that type of shit.
425 South Broadway don't look like nothing. I mean,
you said 425.
Not Broadway. 425. I know 425 West 8th Street.
Yeah.
I don't see nothing but like apartments.
Maybe it's up in one of the luxury apartment complexes or something.
Maybe it's on the roof.
Yeah, maybe it's on the roof.
Commercial Exchange Building. Yeah, I don't see nothing.
Let's say on the flyer though.
A smoke shop.
I gotta get ready. Once again, this was Unk Talk Podcast. We have my boy Please Karan. We have my nigga Millie Zaza in here today. We talked about some more serious things, and I think that this might be something that might be good for women to watch if they want to understand black men. I don't know if they even care to understand black men, but if they do, this is a good thing to watch. Y'all have any parting words to the people?
Lakers in 5.
Hilarious.
It's so
We good.
No, all right, yeah. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys follow my nigga Please Quran. Make sure you guys follow my nigga Emily Zaza. We're also on Instagram. I'm at Cuddy No Cap. Please Quran is at Please Quran _.
Underscore, please, Con. One of them all.
Underscore Please Quran. You gotta put the underscore somewhere. And then
Yes.
we got my boy Emily Zaza, aka at Cam Talbot Network, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Cam Talbot Network. Talbot is with 2 T's. But yeah, good looking. I appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all next Thursday.
All right, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all.
All right, man.
Is the live over?
It's about to be.